Hey guys, it's Nadia. Welcome back to Matchy Flow. Today we have a format that I like to call Matchy Party. And you can think about this as kind of like a mega fusion, or for my friends who are into music, a B3B between Pilates, Barre, and reformer inspired glider sculpt work. We have quite a bit of equipment today. You will need a stability or Pilates ball, something that you can kind of squeeze into. I have my 1 pound Bala bangles that I will slide on over my ankles here momentarily. I have my 3 pound Bala bars. So these are light hand weights, something that you can just use for your upper body. If you want to use your bangles for this too, totally fine. I also have 1 6 pound dumbbell. I just feel like sometimes the bars, it's hard to hold 2 in one hand. So I like to just use this because it's a little bit easier. So maybe a 5 or 6 pound weight. And then I have my Bala glider. So anything, a glider, soft socks, dish rag, towel, paper plates that you can use to glide on. You'll need a mat. And then behind me, I have a chair that we'll use for some elevated work and some kind of like sculpty stability stuff as well. So any sort of like chair, bar stool, anything that you can kind of hold on to help keep you balanced and incorporate in the workout. So grab your matcha, grab some water, and I'll see you real soon. So to begin, I'm gonna slide my Bala bangles on. I have the 1 pounds on today. If you don't have bangles, totally fine to do all of this without. I think it's just a little extra zhuzh that we can add to the exercise. Awesome. Slide my legs around, meet in a tabletop. We'll start to take some cat-cow. So inhale as you arch your spine, look up towards the ceiling. Exhale as you curl your spine the other way, navel to spine, you're in a cat. So inhale, press through your palms, look up towards the ceiling. Maybe you close down your eyes, press through your palms. Exhale, we reach a cat. Let's do this 2 more times. Really press through your triceps, your forearms. 1 more time. We look up. We arch down. Awesome, let's meet in a neutral position. I'm gonna peel my left knee off the mat. I bring my knee up and around, and down. Just starting to warm up through my hip socket. So switch direction in 2 and 1. Really pressing into my left palm. I'm gonna tent my right fingers here so that I have a little bit more movement and weight towards my left side. I'm not rocking over to the right. We'll take 2 more with the left knee here. Awesome. Left knee comes down to your mat. You peel your right knee up. I'm gonna tent my left fingertips here. Circle out, back, and down with my right knee. Keep breathing here. We have another 2. Last one, we switch directions. Awesome. So now my knee goes up, around, and down. Up, around, and down. Press a little bit more into your right palm. We have another 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Both knees down, plant your palms a little bit further ahead, tuck your toes, pike your hips up. We meet in a down dog. Let's start to pedal our heels out here. If you want to keep your eyes closed down still, that's totally fine. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Awesome, ripple your spine forward. We meet in a high plank, legs glued together, heels nice and high, tuck your hips under. Find a little bit more space. From here we hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Find roundness between your shoulder blades for 4, 3, 2, hold, and 1. Let's march it out. Left knee to left elbow and back. Right knee, right elbow and back. So exhale as you pull in, inhale as you step back. We warm up the body. We start to build some heat in our core. We march for another 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Let's find a down dog 1 more time and bring our knees down to the mat. You are going to grab your Pilates ball. I'm gonna grab a sip of water here. And you're gonna come bring the ball just right at the base of your shoulder blades. Your feet are about hips distance apart. Your hips are tucked under, tailbone presses into your mat. arms come behind your head. We crunch up and down. Press your back into the ball as you crunch up. Find a C curve through your spine. Really articulate through this movement, kind of like when we did the cat and cow. You have another 8. We have another 6. Inhale back, exhale up. You have another 4, 3, I'm already shaking, 2, and 1. Hold about halfway back. From here, we pulse up an inch, down an inch, up an inch, down an inch for 10, 9, squeeze your core for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold up in 1, arms come in front of you. We curl up a little bit more, arms lift for 2, lift for 1, lower for 2, lower for 1, lift for 2, lift for 1, lower for 2, lower 1. We have another 8. Exhale as you lift, inhale as you lower, power through your fingertips for 7. We have 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Arms stay high, palms face towards your feet. You row your elbows wide, tuck your hips under. You exhale, you push your arms back up towards the ceiling. So inhale, elbows come wide. Exhale, extend your elbows, hands come over shoulders. We have another 8. Squeeze your core. You have another 7. Really feel it through the back of your core as well. You have another 5. We have 4, 3, squeeze your core for 2, and 1. Hold your arms up high. From here, you're going to bring your arms down, palms face the midline. We reach towards our right ankle, center, left ankle, center. If you want to slide your feet in a little bit more so you can actually tap your ankle, that is more than okay. And left. We have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You hold over to the right. We just pulse. Try to reach for your toes for 10, 9, 8. Left hand can come behind the head for 7, 6. Try to reach your toes for 5, 4. We switch sides in 3, 2, and 1. Right hand behind your head. Left arm extended. We try to reach for our toes for 10, 9. You have 8, 7, 6. Crunch up and over for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Come back to center. You can keep your arms behind your head, extended in front of you, or maybe even prop your elbows really lightly down onto the mat. From here, you extend your right leg in front of you. You bend your right knee in, extend back out. Warming up our right oblique in and out. So exhale as you bring your knee in. Inhale as you bring your knee in. Exhale as you extend. Knee comes in over hip, you stop. Toe is pointed, you reach as long as you can. We have another 10, 9, maybe your arms come behind your head for 8, 7, 6, I don't know about you, but I'm feeling it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knee to chest, arms extended. We twist over the right knee. We twist and pulse, twist and pulse, twist and pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold, and 1. You reach out at a diagonal, out and out. Try to get your left fingertips to pass your right. We have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold, 1. Awesome. Come center. Maybe you bring your forearms back down. Super lightly press into your mat. Left knee comes in right over your hip. Toe is pointed. You have a 90-degree bend in your knee. We extend. We exhale. Inhale. We bring our knee back in. Extend. We exhale. Inhale. We bring our knee in. Maybe hands come to your side. Maybe they're behind your head. We have another 10. You have 9. Press your right foot into the mat for 8. Try to make your body as long as you can. 6. You have 5, 4, tuck your tailbone under for 3, 2, and 1. Knee comes in right over your left hip. Toe is pointed, our arms extend. We crunch over. We twist and center. Twist, well, I guess not center, at a diagonal. Twist. You have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold, and 1. From here, you crunch up and down, up and down. You have another 10, 9, at a diagonal for 8, 7, right fingertips past the left for 5, 4, 3, 2, hold, and 1. Whoo, reach over the ball, make your body nice and long. It's a good little warm up, huh? I am definitely feeling that. You're going to grab the ball, stick it between your thighs. You come in to a hip bridge, grab your hand weights, your hands come over your shoulders. From here, we lower our hips for 2, lower for 1. As we lift our hips for 2, our arms press down to the sides of our body. Arms lift, hips lower. We inhale, exhale, hips up, arms down. It's a combo move, really squeeze into the ball. Maybe you bring your feet a little bit closer. We have another 6. We have another 5. You have 4. You have another 3. Squeeze through your core, tuck your tailbone under, squeeze the lower part of your glutes for 2. And 1, hold nice and high, arms overhead. We bend our elbows into a goalpost position. We hold here, our knees press towards each other. We try to squeeze our ball, see if you can pop it. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold your arms at 1. We lift our left heel, we tuck our hips up, we lift a little bit higher. We lower halfway for 2. For 1, you lift for 2, squeeze the ball for 1. So lower for 2, just to your halfway point, and lift for 2. So we inhale on the way down, squeeze your ball, exhale, press through your left toes to bring your hips up. We have another 8, squeeze your core, we have 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your hips nice and high. We squeeze the ball. We lift up and up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. We switch our feet in 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Left heel lowers, right heel lifts. Squeeze the ball, take your hips a little higher. Arms are still in a goalpost position, about a couple inches between the floor and your elbows. From here, we lower halfway for 2, lower for 1, inhale for 2, bring your hips back up. Sorry, we inhale as we come down halfway. Exhale as we come up. We're just holding in our arms, squeeze the ball, press through your right toes, squeeze through your right glute to bring your body back up. We have another 6. We have another 5. We have 4. Squeeze your core, bring your left hip higher for 3. We have 2 and 1. Hold at the top, right heel nice and high, press through your toes. We squeeze the ball together for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, squeeze, and 1. Heels come down together. We lift our heels, we squeeze the ball. We just pulse up an inch for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold nice and high, squeeze the ball, and 1. Awesome. Ripple your spine down, lower your heels. Whew. Bring your arms overhead. Let's rock and roll up. So remove the ball. I am going to slide my mat over to the side here. I'm going to grab my chair. So to begin, you want the back of your chair or maybe your bar stool. I'm gonna move my mat a little bit more out of the way. Facing you, we are going to bring the glider underneath our right foot And you're going to bring either both of your small hand weights or your one larger dumbbell, so 5 to 6 pounds, with you as well. I'm gonna come back down, grab a little sip of my drinks. Awesome. So let's start without the weight first, just so we can get into the movement. So your chair is slightly in front of you. Your arms are touching your chair very lightly with a slight diagonal. Left foot forward, toes pointed towards the chair. You twist your hips. Your right foot, just your toes, is on the glider. You meet me down in a low lunge. From here, we stand for 2. Exhale for 1. You inhale for 2. You come back down. See how my body glides back? I stay at a diagonal the entire time. Squeeze your core. Slight bend in your knee at the top. Inhale, bring your weight back to the heel of your left foot. So inhale, we lift. Exhale, we lower. We have another 4. Inhale down. Exhale up 3. Maybe you take your hands off your chair, but know that it's there to guide you for 2. Last one at the top, grab your weight, come back down for 1. So you're in your low lunge, left hand has a light touch on your bar or chair. The weight comes into your right arm. We row for 2, elbow rows back for 1. Inhale, extend your arm back out, and 1. So you bend for 2, bend for 1. Lower for 2, lower for 1. Really press through all 4 corners of your left foot here. Wrap your right hip forward a little bit more. Make sure you're hinged. We're working the back side of our left leg. You have another 4. You have another 3. We have 2. Last one, hold high. Awesome, bring your arm down. Palm flip so it's facing your right leg. From here, we carriage kick in, we bring our arm wide. We extend our arm in front of us, leg goes long. So you stay low in your left foot left knee the entire time. You bring your right foot in by bending your knee, extend back out, your arm goes long. So think about it as like a little micro crunch on the right side. We are working through the back of the left leg, but we are also working through our right oblique and our right arm. You have another 4 here. You have another 3. We have another 2. We have another 1, row all the way in, your arm comes up. From here, you sit a little bit lower, we just row our arm wide for 8, 7, 6, 5, a little lower for 4, hinge your hips for 3, 2, feel your inner thighs for 1, arm rows high, we dip down an inch, up an inch, down an inch, up an inch. I'm gonna turn to face you so you can see me a little bit better. We have 8, 7, 6 at a lower, 5, lift your left hip for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome, stand up all the way. Weight comes down, we move the glider to the side. From here, we come into a little lunge, almost. You have a slight bend in your left knee. Your right toes are pointed behind you. We lift our right foot for 2, for 1, wrap your hip down, lower for 2, lower for 1, lift for 2, lift for 1, lower for 2, lower for 1. We have another 8, exhale up, inhale down. We have 7, you have 6. Oh, let me not knock everything over for 5. Power through your toe. You have a diagonal in your entire body. See how I'm one long line from my crown to my toes. Squeeze your core. We have another 2. Hold your right leg high in 1. From here, dip a little bit lower. Light grip on your bar, maybe light forearm touch. We pulse, 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 pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. You hold your leg long. From here, we stand through our left leg. We bring our right knee to chest. We press through our left foot, right leg extends behind us. So bring your right knee towards your chest, stand up. Bend through your left knee a little bit, right leg extends behind you. We have another 8. We have 7. Squeeze your core. We have 6. We have 5. You have another 4. Squeeze your glutes really through the back side of your left leg for 3. We have another 2. And 1, keep your leg extended. We do a rainbow. You tap over to the left corner behind you. You lift your leg back up. So I'm gonna move forward so I don't hit my table. Down and up for 10. So you're coming at a diagonal down. 9. Squeeze through the outer part of your left glute, the outer part of your left thigh for 7. 6. 5. Wrap your right hip down for 4. 3, 2, and 1. Ooh. Let's tap out our left glute here. Whew. I'm gonna move everything over. I'm gonna swing my chair around so you can see me a little bit better. So you wanna bring your chair or your surface, if you can, bar stool, whatever you have. We have some runaway hand weights here. Your heavier weight and your glider. So to begin, we face our chair, light touch on the back. My right foot is planted in front, toes pointed towards the chair, glider under my left toes. We meet low in a diagonal 90-degree bend in your right knee. We stand for 2. Stand for 1, exhale as you come up, lower for 2, inhale as you come down. So exhale, keep it diagonal the entire time, lower back down. When you come up, do not let the glider pass your right heel. You wanna start to create a little bit of fire or tension in your body. I always tell my clients in my reformer classes that you should never let the carriage close all the way. Your challenge is to create a little bit of that extra resistance there. We have another 5. Really squeeze through your right glute to lift, press through your right heel for 4. We have 3. Light grip on your bar for 2. Maybe you bring your hands off. And 1. Whew, don't fall over. Grab your weight. Come low from here. Weight in your left hand. You're in a low lunge, light grip with your right fingertips on your bar. You row back for 2. Elbow narrow for 1. So your hand is facing the midline. You row back for 2. Back for 1. Inhale as you extend. You have another 8. Wrap your right hip forward. Right hip back, left hip forward for 7. You have 6. Can you get a little bit lower? You have 5. We have 4. Squeeze your core for 3. You have another 2. And 1. Awesome. Arm comes down. This time, left palm faces your left leg. We carriage kick in. We row our arm wide. We extend our arm. We extend our leg. So press through your right foot, left toes, and down. We have another 8. Think about it as like a little crunch. We have 7. You have 6. Ooh, my right glutes are feeling it for 5. You have another 4. Keep it nice and slow, lower it for 3. You have 2. And 1, you bring your left toes behind your right heel, left elbow wide, sit a little bit lower. We row and row. We have 8, 7, 6, 5, elbow in line with shoulder for 4, 3, 2, hold it high for 1. We pulse down as low as we can. We pulse down an inch, up an inch. Maybe your right hand comes off of your chair or your bar. You can hold it higher on your hips for 8, 7, 6, 5. You ditch your dumbbell in 4, 3, 2, hold low, and 1, stand. Whew. We're gonna put our dumbbell down, move our glider to the side. You come to meet me with a light bend in your right knee, light touch on your bar or your chair, your left toes pointed, leg is long behind you. We lift for 2, lift for 1, lower for 2, lower for 1. Actively wrap your left hip forward, your right hip back so that they're in line with each other. We have another 8. We have 7. You have another 6. We have 5. You have another 4. We have 3. You lift high in 2. Last rep, touch the floor, bring your heel high. Maybe you bring your forearms down to the bar. We press, press, pulse it up, up for 10, 9, 8, 7. Press through the corners of your right foot for 4, 3, 2, hold high in 1. Fingertips back to your bar. We press through our right heel. We bring our left knee to chest. You inhale, you make your body long, left leg extends behind you. So exhale, you bring knee to chest. Find a slight bend through your right knee as you extend your body back and as you bring your left hip, left knee forward. We have another 6. Really squeeze through your left oblique here to help you. We have another 5. We have another 4. Maybe your hands come off the bar here for 3. Hands can also be at hips for 2. You keep your leg extended behind you. Last full range of this little combo for 1. Extend your left toes back. Maybe you bring your forearms to the bar. We dip down at a diagonal past our right leg. We lift back up. So down and back. Here's another view if you need it. We have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Wrap your left hip forward for 3. Squeeze through your right glute, right outer thigh for 2. Last one. Whew. I am starting to regret putting these sweats on. Let's bring our dumbbell to the floor. We are going to grab our hand weights. I'm going to actually sit in my chair for this one. So you're gonna sit in your chair at the edge. You have your feet about hips distance apart. Hands come into your weights come into your hands, sorry. Elbows open wide. We're kind of like in a large V. From here, you curl for 2, curl for 1, tuck your hips under, squeeze your core, inhale for 2, lower for 1. So exhale as you curl up. Try to create a W with your arms. Inhale as you come back down. We have 8. You exhale as you come up. We have 7. We have 6. We have another 5. If you don't have a chair here, you can kneel, you can stand, whatever feels most comfortable for 4. We have another 3. Squeeze to the backs of your arms for 2. Squeeze your core for 1. Awesome. Find a 90-degree bend. From here, we extend our arms out to the diagonal, 10 and 2. We exhale, we bring our shoulder blades back to kiss. So inhale as you extend your arms wide at a W, or I guess more of a V. Bring your elbows back, try to touch your shoulder blades. We have another 8. We have another 7. We have 6. We have 5. We're gonna take a couple sets of pulses for 3. For 2. Last reach, 1. Bring your arms all the way in. Try to see if you can get your shoulder blades to kiss. Elbows come narrow. We pulse in for 10, 9, 8, 7. Squeeze your core for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold, and 1. Let's extend our elbows halfway. From here, we pulse our hands up an inch, down an inch, up an inch, down an inch. The muscles on your side, their transverse abdominal core, let's flex those muscles, use them to support us here for 8. You pulse for 7, don't go faster than my voice for 6, really slow. For 5, little movement. For 4, push your feet into the floor. For 3, for 2, for 1, hold your elbows here. We bend out an inch, extend, bend and extend. So think about articulating through the same movement we just did with the wide V. You're just doing it super tiny for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Arms go out all the way. We just pulse our palms up towards the ceiling and down, up and down. I'm feeling it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Elbows are straight here with a very slight bend for 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold high at 1. We circle our palms in towards each other. Circle, 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 circle. For 8, 7. We switch direction in 6, 5. You have 4, 3. Squeeze your core. 2 and 1. Awesome. Arms go the opposite way. We circle out, 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 out. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Hold 2 and 1. Awesome. Whew. Let's bring our weights down. We're going to swing our chair around. If you don't have space, totally fine. I'm gonna, again, sit on the edge. This time my palms come to the edge. My elbows are pointed back, my fingertips pointed towards the floor. We have tricep dips. Down and up, down and up. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. We hold low in 5. You have another 4. Bend your elbows for 3. Hold low in 2. Last one, hold low. We hold for 10. Can you come a little bit lower for 9, 8. Draw your shoulders back for 6, 5, 4, 3. Hold here for 2. We pulse 1 inch down, 1 inch up, down, and up for 10, 9. Really tiny for 8, 7, 6, 5. Woo, for 4, 3, 2. Hold, and 1. Awesome. Grab your mat, leave your chair where it is. I'm going to fold this guy up a little bit, just so I have a little extra padding. And I'm gonna bring it in line with my chair. We're gonna switch around, work the backs of our legs and our abs one more time. We'll finish with some decline push-ups. So from here, sometimes I forget how short I am. You are going to bring the ball with you. And if you'd like to bring extra weight to put on your pelvis, you totally can, but trust me, I don't think you'll need it. So from here, the edges of your heels come onto the edge of your chair. The ball comes between your thighs. We do our hip bridge again, but this time it's elevated. So you press through the backs of your heels, you lift your hips up. You inhale, you bring your hips to hover just above your mat. Don't let it touch your mat. Press your ball, we lift our hips. Press the ball, we lower. Hands are pressed into the floor or your mat. The backs of your arms help you to lift for another 8. Squeeze the ball, we have 6. We have another 4. 3, really squeeze the ball for 2. And 1, let's bring our hips down halfway. From here, we pulse into the ball. Pulse, 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 pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, squeeze your core for 4, 3, hold 2, and 1. Bring your hips to the top. From here, we lower an inch, lift an inch, lower and lift. You have 10, 9, 8, down and up for 7, 6, backs of the legs on fire for 4, squeeze your core for 3, for 2, hold at the top, 1. Whew. Let's remove the ball. Really feeling the backs of our legs here. I'm gonna slide my chair back just a little bit. You flip on over. This is where we finish. We have decline push-ups. If this feels too uncomfortable for you, totally feel free to put your feet on the floor. I just prefer to get a little bit of an extra challenge. You've worked so hard. Let's seal it out with this last little series. From here, your hands come down onto your mat, your toes onto your chair. Let's hope that I don't crack my chair here. From here, we lowered for 2, elbows out at a 45 for 1, lift for 2, lift for 1. Immediate full body shakes. Exhale as you press. Inhale as you come down. It's okay if your chest doesn't touch the floor. We have another 10. You have 9. 8. Come low for 7. Squeeze your core. You have 6. You know we gotta hold in a pulse on the other side of this. 5. Legs are glued together. We have 4. 3. 2. Bend your elbows halfway. We hold for 10. 9. Squeeze your core for 8. 7. We're shaking for 6. 5. 4. 3. Hold for 2. Bend down and up for 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. You got it. 5. 4. 3. 2. Hold. Awesome. Bring your knees down. Whew. What a burner. Really packing a punch there at the end. What do you guys think? Oh my gosh. Wow. I am totally out of breath. It's crazy that even just doing shorter series of increments there can really just rev your body up. Let's open our mat back up, move all your props over to the side. Great job today. We'll take a quick cool down stretch. Remove your balls if you have those on. Cheers. We'll grab a sip of water. Well, I can't wait to Make a nice refreshing smoothie after this. Take these sweats off. Awesome. Let's lay all the way down on our mat. Body comes long, hands overhead, drop your shoulders down, toes pointed, nice and long. Try to imagine you're 2 feet taller than you actually are. Take up all the space that you can. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Let's tuck our hips under, right leg extended, left knee comes in between your hands. Pull your knee towards your chest or your left armpit. Circle your foot out here. Right leg is long, or if you want to have a slight bend, sometimes it helps with the tuck in of the hips. From here, we just rock our hip an inch in each direction. Grab your left knee with your right hand, pull it across your chest. Find a spinal twist. Your gaze goes towards your left hand, which is cactused out on the arm. Inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. Awesome, let's switch our legs out. So left leg goes long. You pull your right knee in towards your chest or your right armpit. Press your palms into your shin. Let's circle out our right foot here. Awesome. We twist in our hip socket an inch in each direction. Your hands guide your knee. We're nice and warm here. You take your right knee and your left hand, you pull it across your body, twist towards the right. Right arm is open, palm facing the ceiling, cactus out. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Shake those legs out. Let's flip around and hit a child's pose together. Knees as wide as your mat, toes together. Drop your tailbone towards your heels. Arms extended long in front of you. Really press into your mat. Drop your shoulder blades down your back. Inhale through your nose and out through your mouth. The wider your knees are, the deeper you can get into the stretch. So make sure they're about the distance of your mat, or maybe even a little wider. Inhale through your nose and exhale. Awesome, let's scoop on up. Meet me in a seated position. We press our left hand, left forearm into our mat. We reach over with the right. Take your gaze up towards the ceiling. Oh, I love finishing a good little practice with this. Right hand, right forearm down, left hand overhead. Let's switch sides. And one more time. Each side. Really press in through your left forearm. Try to see if you can bring your right fingertips even longer. We switch. This time, how far can you get your left fingertips? Let's take a couple shoulder rolls back and back and back. This time forward and forward and forward. Let's circle out our wrists in each direction. You're gonna press your left palm out with your right fingertips. You're gonna press your left fingertips back, drop your shoulders. Let's flip the palm so fingers point towards the floor. Awesome, shake out your left wrist. Press your right palm forward, grab the tops with your left hand, pull it back, drop through your shoulder. Fingertips towards the floor, palm still open. Press back with your left fingertips. Awesome, shake that out. All right, let's take 2 breaths here. 1 to release, 1 to open ourselves and receive. So we inhale, bring our hands overhead. We just exhale, shake it out. Let go of anything that's not serving you today. One last time, open to receive. We inhale, bring your arms nice and wide. We seal it at the top with a clap. Exhale, hands come to chest. You bow forward, namaste. Woo. Thank you guys so much for working so hard today. Thank you for coming to Matchy's party. Just a reminder, get some water today, lots of protein. Don't forget to stretch your body out, express some gratitude for the movement that it gives you, and spread love. Let me know what you guys want to see next, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.